I was asked what my favorite perfumes were, and I've been putting off this video because I genuinely think I could talk about fragrance till the end of time. So get a cup of tea, get comfortable. We are going to talk through my favorite perfumes. Buckle up. First is my newest perfume. It's Bois Corsé from Diptyque. My friend Katie bought me this fragrance last year when it literally just came out. She knows I love Diptyque and she stayed in my flat for a while, so this was my little present. It has this kind of bark inspired design on the back. It's one of their more premium range, so that's why it's kind of got the fancy bottle. It doesn't have that iconic Diptyque bottle. Oh my God. I would never describe myself as someone who likes woody scents, but all of the scents that I think I have some sort of sandalwood or cedarwood in them. So this is sandalwood, I believe. But for me, like, I'm just gonna get up the description and all of the notes for you. Hang on. The first scent that kind of hits you is the sandalwood, but there's also coffee and tonka. I don't find the coffee, like it's more coffee bean, I would say, than actual coffee. So yeah, coffee, sandalwood, tonka bean. Is there anything else in it? I absolutely love this scent. I feel like it's very, unisex. It's quite masculine. This is part of Diptyque's Essence range that they launched last year that was inspired by nature. So there's loads of different scents. Like there's ones that are inspired by the coral reef, and there's one inspired by like the moon and stuff like that. So this is inspired by bark. And Katie said the second that she smelled this one, she just knew I would love it. I love that about my friend Katie. I just feel like that says so much about her, that she really pays attention to like the little things. And I just love that she got me like so spot on. I have another couple of Diptyque ones that I'm going to try and rattle through quite quick because I do have a few. The next perfume, this is my perfume. This is my signature scent. My friend Aisha always says every time she smells this, she thinks of me. It is Do Son by Diptyque. I'm going to get up the notes for you just so that I don't get any of it wrong. I think the smell for me that hits me first is jasmine and tuberose. I just thought it was sandalwood, but I'm just looking at it here and it says amberwood, which I don't know what amberwood is. It has a very warm, woody smell. It's very, very, very subtle. The thing that really, really sticks out to you is that floral note, that tuberose, that jasmine. There's something kind of spicy about it though, that I've always thought. And I don't know where that comes from. There's also orange blossom in it as well. Finding neroli very like summery, like orange blossom. It's always like Italy in summer, you know, that kind of vibe. But this is definitely more of a, I would say like autumny scent. It's not very summery. I think it's that amberwood, that warmth that brings it like autumn, winter. I would say all of my scents are kind of autumn, wintry, but I will tell you what summery ones I like. Also, this is a limited edition bottle that my mum got me, and I get this refilled when I run out of this perfume. I've refilled this like 3 or 4 times, I'd say now. But I love that about Diptyque is that their classic scents you can get refilled at a discount, and I do love that because I love the bottle. Okay, next is one of my favorite fragrances. It's called Volutes, and when I went to the flagship store of Diptyque in Paris, the lady working there explained this whole story to me of like what inspired this fragrance. And that's the thing I like about Diptyque, is there's always a story, and it's always like grounded in a very specific like time or place or environment or country. I love that whole part of it. So Volute in French means like a plume of smoke, you know, from like a cigarette. This is inspired by the ships traveling to Saigon in the 1930s. People on board smoking, so there's this like tobacco-y kind of sweetness, but like wet tobacco. I don't know if anyone is from Belfast. There is this tobacco place called Miss Moran's. If you go in there, they have these huge pots of tobacco that they weigh out, but the tobacco is damp and it has this really, really sweet, like honey-like scent. That's what it is. Like that is exactly what the scent is. It's like wet tobacco. And it's so, so sweet. And there was like spices on board the boats. So there's like cinnamony kind of like fragrance. It says that there's iris in here as well, but I don't really get the iris. I don't know, maybe that's just me. There's another note here, Apoponax, which is actually sweet myrrh. Deep, it's nearly like a caramel, you know, like the caramel that you get in Coca-Cola. Like that's what it is, but it's like spicy, and it feels It's a very sexy scent. I think it's so unique. I've never smelled another perfume like it. I love it. This is my last Diptyque one, but this is one of their more premium perfumes. So I think these are around 120 each, and then this and this, they're around like 200 and something each. This is Eau Rihla. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but in Arabic it means journey. This is inspired by deserts in the Middle East. Oh my God. So the massive note that I absolutely love in this, like really hits you in the face, is leather. It's a worn leather. It reminds me of the leather of a saddle, like a really worn leather. It's super soft, it's super warm. It's a really like comforting smell. It's stunning. It is the most stunning scent. But the other note that I couldn't work out what it was when I bought it is raspberries. The girl had to tell me. It just doesn't land as a berry note for me. There is like a sweetness there and I just don't know what it is, but I was told it's raspberry. There's also iris and cedar in this. And the other note that I can pick up is vanilla. And it's, there's also saffron in here, which is kind of like, it's not spicy. I don't want to say spicy, but I want to say like warm. There's also pink peppercorn. That's the spice. Okay, that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not spicy, but there's like a little bit of heat. And when they say it's inspired by like a desert, it makes total sense. It is like, it's so comforting. I absolutely love it. Will say though, because this is a more expensive perfume, I was disappointed with the payoff on this. I remember wearing Do Son in a bar and I walked into the bar and I was at the door. The girl behind the bar said, "What perfume are you wearing?" Like, this has unbelievable payoff. It totally projects. It's amazing. Like, there is no projection with this. If someone hugs you, they'll smell it, but it just doesn't project it. And like, I can't smell it like at the end of the day, whereas the rest of these I totally can. The girl did recommend, she said to me, because I have really dry skin, to always moisturize, so always put lotion on where you're gonna put your perfume and it'll last longer. Just don't think there's as much payoff with this one, which is disappointing for the price point and how beautiful of a scent it is. The next one I have is a Tom Ford. Tom Ford perfumes are amazing. Everybody knows they're amazing. They last so long on the skin. They project so much. This one I bought it because it was on like a crazy discount. It's called Tuberose Nue and it's just tuberose. Crazy tuberose, jasmine, and it's quite musky. But to me, there is something about this that's quite soapy that I don't like. It's a lovely perfume, but it's just not really my vibe. A little bit like granny-ish. I mean, it's lovely and it would be lovely for your granny. Yeah, there's something about it that's kind of old-fashioned that makes me kind of not really want to get into it. Next one. This is one of my favorite perfumes. This is like my top 3. It's Tabacco Toscano from Santa Maria Novella. Santa Maria Novella was started by monks in Florence in Italy. I do always feel like there is this like almost religious element with this brand, and this smells. I'm going to tell you what it smells like and then I'm going to just like check that I'm right. But I want to tell you what I think it smells like first. It makes me think of a church. The first thing that's going to hit you is tobacco, but it's like the sweetness of tobacco, but also the smokiness of tobacco. It's really smoky. It's like the next like note that hits you is like the leather, and it's the leather. This is so specific. It's the leather of a pew in a church. I know that's so specific, but that is exactly what it fucking is. Scent of being in a church and something's burning and then you've like the leather of the pews. Like, you know, when you go to Italy and you go into a beautiful, stunning church, that is that. I'm so sorry. I meant to say with the tobacco, the sweet tobacco, there is that vanilla, that real vanilla scent. It's gorgeous. This is definitely not a girly fragrance in any way, shape or form. And that's what I love. Santa Maria Novella and Diptyque, all of their scents are unisex. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit aftershavey. So I feel like if you really want something quite feminine, this is not the one for you. I want this as like a room spray, a candle. I want my whole house to smell like this. It's incredible. Honestly, one of my top 3 perfumes ever. I have a random one. I was staying with my aunt over Christmas and I went into, you know, like one of those little boutique-y kind of shops. And there was this perfume and it's called Tokyomilk Bulletproof. I fucking love this. It does remind me of Christmas, and I don't know if that's just because I bought it at Christmas time or because there's cedar wood in it. So it's smoked tea, coconut milk, crushed cedar, and ebony woods. Someone says it's a nice fragrance, has a unique personality, and the coconut smell gives it a dark, tropical, gothic vibe. That is genuinely pretty accurate. It's quite heavy, and then the coconut, because it's kind of that like gourmandy kind of coconut, like you feel like you could eat it. It just makes it really unique. It does bring it to like a different place. So yeah, it's really unusual, but I love it. And also I went to buy it because it was like Christmas. The girl gave me the tester and the brand new bottle. So I gave the tester to my aunt because she loved it as well. It's gorgeous, gorgeous.